try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Longhorns will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. To the air, it's Nelson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. He wants to change this route. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gaines. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they...
There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Volunteers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And there's no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Swings it out to the flat. At the 45 on his way. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Longhorns are on the move.
Here we go.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Just keep slinging it. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Longhorns will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's how to catch it, big fella.
They're going to run it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and his quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. That's 20. He's got space. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And the Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the option. Touchdown, Vols! Great job by the back on the option.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They go to the counter. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Snagged out of the air. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Right down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Might be changing the route. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 6th play of the drive coming up. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here is the Tennessee offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Rides the back on the option, the give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Takes the handoff. It's Welch. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Out of the gun to give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
The kick is on its way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Dropping back, it's Nelson. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Soft spot in the middle. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease. And then the wide receivers start to kick in. And the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 21 to Florida State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Punt is in the air. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Creates a little room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Newton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Newton. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
To throw again. That's caught. It's Newton.
Hey, quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Volunteers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A little screen to the running back. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Garcia. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Got it in the middle, it's Baxter. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. The sure hands, it's Baxter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Here we go.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18. Set ready.
To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Texas 10.
And the Vols will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
To the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. They go to the draw. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
With the catch, it's Gaines. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let them go to work.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Gaines. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Kick is in the air. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Back to pass, it's Nelson. Gets it to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And here comes the offense on second down.
Here we go, set.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. from the gun on third down. Makes the grab on the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gives it on the option. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down. Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
The defense.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Newton. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll leave it with him. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man across the middle.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking for a crease. It's Simon. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Longhorns are in the hurry up.
Music note. Music note.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCutcheon. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking down the middle. Touchdown, Longhorns! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. To the air, it's Nelson. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Rides the back and leaves it. Still on his feet at the 45. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They're going to ride this running back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads it left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Volunteers will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
On the run, it's Butler. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Caught over the middle, it's Butler. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 32 to Florida State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Longhorns racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Trying to take it back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. On the move, it's Wells. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these 2 teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better?